Hello again, friends, and welcome in to the Week 12 installment of Dak Watch here for Blogging the Boys. I'm Mark Schofield, and as I do each week, I'm going to work through some of what we saw from Dallas Cowboys quarterback Dak Prescott. Now, I know in the wake of Thursday's 3-point loss in overtime to the Las Vegas Raiders, there are probably bigger storylines than how Prescott played. Obviously, the officiating, a lot of people, Cowboys fans, non-Cowboys fans, agnostic Patriots fans like me, thought that the officiating was rather shaky on Thursday, to say the least. And so that's certainly a topic of conversation. But as we do each week, we're going to talk about quarterback Dak Prescott, who in the game, he goes 32 of 47, 375, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, had some big plays down the stretch to force overtime, but there were some missed opportunities as well. And so I've got 12 plays queued up. We're going to look at some good stuff, some missed opportunities. We're going to talk a little bit about front foot mechanics because there might be something to talk about there. As always, these plays go in chronological order, and we're starting early in the game, working our way through to overtime. In this first play, I absolutely love this from Dak Prescott. This is an area where he's really improved as a quarterback. We're going to be talking about this defender right here. You're going to get motion across the formation. We're going to get the 4x1. A lot of people talking Kellen Moore's 4x1s, but you're really going to get the back in motion across the formation, running the flat, and you get the slant route. That's right, friends. Slant route, slant flat. Mike McCarthy concept. Cue the jokes. But what I love about this play is how Prescott manipulates this defender. He's going to look to the trips receiver side, get him to shuffle his feet, which creates the window to throw that backside slant route. He opens left, gets him to shuffle, throw the slant. You know, that's what you have to do to create that space, create that window to hit Brown on the slant route. Really good job. You'll see it from the end zone angle. Watch the eyes, hold him, throw it. Good read, good throw. This next play we're going to look at, 1st and 10 situation. He's going to make a throw on the move here. You're going to end up getting a crosser, working back this way. You're going to get Cedric Wilson on the crosser after the motion, working across the field. He's going to have to create space, Prescott is, because he's going to have some pressure in his face coming out of this run fake. And I love how he extends this play. And I also love what Wilson does here. So you get the pressure off the edge, extend, make the throw. But did you see that little adjustment by Wilson as he's coming across? He doesn't wait for the ball to come to him. He goes and gets it. You see his path is taking him sort of this way, but he's going to adjust his path and cross the face of the defender and get to the football. I really like that play. See how he goes and gets it. Really nice job from Wilson, but also a very good job from Prescott here as well, because he's going to have that pressure in his face. Tough throw to make on your move, but puts it in a very good spot. Now we get a 2nd and 10 at the start of the second quarter. He's going to end up throwing this curl route here to the backside. You get Noah Brown working across the formation. He's going to run this curl here, and he misses it high and outside to the left of the receiver. And this is a little bit of the theme from today. Now, maybe there's a little bit of a miscommunication here. You know, you see this, you make a note of it. Maybe he's expecting him to settle down more, and instead Brown sort of works to the field. But you see that throw to the outside. Now, I said we were going to talk about the front foot. And I sort of want to note this and put a pin in it, and we'll keep coming back to it because you watch this front foot. See how it's really kind of on this line. And the path you want to get it on, right, is more on this line. Now, you want to sort of step to the left of your target. You read Steve Axman, who coached Troy Aikman, who's coached a ton of quarterbacks. He has written a number of books about quarterback play and specifically quarterback mechanics. And Coach Axman said, look, you want to step a little bit left of the target line to allow your hip to turn through so you get that rotation, right? This is pretty far left of the target line. You know, if he's got that left foot more like here, that's okay. But he's kind of got it this way, and he misses it high outside and to the left. So we put a pin in it. We note it. We work our way going forward. Next, we're going to talk about, this is a missed opportunity. You're going to have an opportunity here to get this route on the fake screen, right? You 4x1, you get the fake screen look, and you're going to get the verticals. There's a window to hit this, but you get a problem on this side, which you'll see better from the end zone angle. But you show the ball, reset, and you try to hit that seam route, and you don't get the opportunity. And you'll see why here. Sort of a mix-up, and your quarterback gets hit. Probably not the best look for an offense when you get this look right here. Now, maybe they're all expecting to get downfield. Maybe it's just a misheard call or something like that. But that's going to be tough to deal with when you're trying to come out of this fake, reset, and throw that. So it's kind of a missed opportunity there. Nice throw here from Prescott. You get motion from Wilson from right to left. He's going to run a vertical route on the left side of the field. Really nice throw. And I love the placement on this, right? We'll talk about the placement of this as we go back and work through it. You're going to have a defender with inside leverage. I talk a lot about throwing against the leverage of the nearest threat, the nearest defender, right? Prescott, when he gets this go, sees this guy playing inside out, so he puts this on his back shoulder to protect Wilson. And then he makes the catch and run after the reception. I just love that placement from Dak Prescott. You see the leverage of that nearest threat, and you put the football away from him. Let's watch this throw. Let's watch his foot, right? A little bit better with that front foot strike. A little bit more consistent. That target path a little bit better as we sort of spin it back so you can see his feet. You see that front foot, hit, hitch, a little bit better. See how it's more up the field here? Again, a little bit to the left of the target is kind of where you want to be. And you get a perfect throw. So really well done there from Dak Prescott. Another deep shot here. As we're on it right now into the fourth quarter, this is a deep shot to Gallup here on the left side. And just, you don't need me to tell you, this is a perfect ball. Take advantage of the space, take advantage of the cushion between the defender and the sideline, and you drop it in over the shoulder. Textbook. Just how you draw it up. You know, there are a lot of quarterbacks on the planet that would love to be able to make this throw, and you're listening to one of them, right? But you see the foot a little bit pointed to the side there, but still able to hit that. Now you see the situation here, 1st and 10, plus 14. Got an opportunity to make a throw here. You're going to get this corner route. It's open for a touchdown. Get the back to the flat, and you miss it. Now you get a little bit of a stumble. I'm not so sure if that was because of the contact or he was trying to get to the football, but as we slow this down, watch that front foot. Route's there. And you see that that toe is almost pointed towards the sideline by the time he lets it go. Hit, hitch. And you can see the whole white of that cleat. It's kind of almost pointed this way as he lets it go. Now again, I am very much Mr. Mechanics don't matter until they matter. But we're now seeing a little bit of front foot issue here. Something to monitor with Prescott going forward. I don't think it's a drastic red flag situation, but it is something we want to keep an eye on here as we work through the rest of this game and down the stretch. He's going to throw this route here, and you'll see what happens. Misses high outside to the left. Work through it on the end zone angle. Again, you keep an eye on that front foot. And you see, it's very much well left of the target line. Again, a little bit left is fine. Now here, he might be a little worried about, as you can see, you've got the underneath defender, you've got this defender, so he really might be trying to throw this to the boundary, but that front foot, we're noticing it now on multiple plays where that front foot toe path is on a line well left of the target line. Again, you want to be a little bit left. That will allow your right hip to turn through to generate torque on the throw, generate that upper body rotation, and have that nice connection between in what we call the throw-in chain between the upper body and the lower body. You want it all working together. But when you really open it up, that is going to really sort of pull you. And when you're trying to throw left and you really open up, you can miss some throws high outside to the left. And as I'll let you in on a little secret. Anytime I start talking about quarterback mechanics for a video like this, I replicate it. I'll stand up in my office, I'll grab a football off the shelf, and I'll replicate it. And you can do it too. Try to really open up that toe like you're seeing here and feel that throwing motion. You'll feel that pull in your body. You'll feel that almost stress in your left hip as you're pulling that way. It'll feel unnatural to you. And that's kind of what we've seen on a number of throws here from Prescott. So again, when you're missing throws because of mechanics, that's something that you want to pay attention to. So we're going to keep an eye on this front foot. I believe that's the last example I've got from this game of that front foot being an issue. So you have a couple misses due to it. Okay, we watch it going forward. If we can continue to see this sort of front foot issue sort of replicated, keep an eye on it. Maybe something to work on off season. It's always hard to work mechanics in season, but this is an issue now. We've seen a couple of misses due to it. Again, he threw 2 touchdowns. He completed a bunch of huge throws in this game, so it's not like I'm sitting there saying the sky is falling from a mechanical standpoint, but some of these misses, high outside, throw into the left, and you see that front foot on a bit of a path well to the outside of the target line, it's something we got to pay attention to. And so that's the last example of a front foot issue with Prescott. Now we get another great ball to Gallup. Again, as I said on the earlier deep shot like this, you don't need me to tell you this is a great throw. Perfect ball, vertical passing game, over the shoulder, put into a perfect spot. And a little bit better with that front foot. You see it more angled downfield as opposed to towards the sideline. Sort of a really nice throw. This throw we're going to see, this is a beautiful throw. You cannot throw this route better. And this is one of the harder routes to throw because you got to be so decisive with it. That safety splitter against this too high look, defender and trail coverage. You have to throw this into a shoebox. And he does just that. And what I love about this throw, Quincy Avery, who coaches quarterbacks, knows more about quarterbacks than I ever will, talked about this defender right here. This defender right here is that monument defender. He has his back to you. You see the 5 and the 2 on his jersey. You see the back of his helmet. You don't see his eyes. His eyes will not be on you. He's not going to get his head around. So this is open. This is, as we say, NFL open. This is the throw that you want to make against this coverage, that safety splitter. But you have to be quick with your decision. You have to have velocity on the throw. And you have to have perfect placement. And you also need to have no fear. This is one of those throws, I talk about it a lot, where you cannot play this position scared. You have to have no fear making this throw. You have to make the quick decision. And here it is. Ball is already coming out. He's in good position. He set the hallway well to make this throw. When I was in college, our coaches told us, you had to make up your mind before the last step of your drop that you were throwing this. Hit, hitch, and throw. Perfect. This is absolutely perfect quarterback play. And you get the touchdown. You have to make up your mind because if you are late with this decision, that window will close. Hit, hitch, throw, ball out, velocity, trajectory, placement, touchdown. Just absolutely perfect. 2nd and 5. We are into the late 4th quarter stage of the proceedings. You're going to get a weak side rotation with the safety insert and down. In break and route. This safety is coming down to take away this throw. Weak side rotation down right into here. Inserting himself into this zone right here to take away this throw. You want to talk about having no fear from a quarterback? Rip this throw. If he's a step late, if he takes a tiny bit off of this, if Prescott does any number of things, ball game. That's an NFL throw, kids. That's as good as it gets. So we've seen it now on 2 straight plays. Prescott playing at such a high level. We started with manipulation. Our second to last play is another example of manipulation. We're going to talk about moving this defender right here. You're going to have releases off the line of scrimmage, which are an in-break and route here and another sort of in-break and route here. Move them this way, throw it here. Just a great job when you can move underneath defenders. Move them, create the window, throw it. When you can create throw-in lanes with your eyes against underneath defenders as well as third-level defenders, great job. Great throw. But we end with the miss, right? And I know a lot of people have obviously talked about this one. You're going to get a scramble drill moment. This route here, shallow crosser, pressure, does a good job to get around it, but he just misses this. He just misses this throw. It's a 3rd and 5 situation. It's a gotta-have-it moment. And he just misses it behind him. And we've talked a lot about mechanics. I don't think there's anything mechanically here. It's just sometimes when you're rolling out, throwing to your right with a receiver that's running parallel to you, you have to really account for that and really lead him. Because if you try to put it on him, you're going to throw it behind him. And I think that's what happened here. So that's a look at Prescott. A lot of stuff to talk about there, a lot of mechanical stuff to talk about there. As far as that front foot issue, it is something to just keep watching. It's not a problem on every throw. It's just a problem on a couple of throws. Watch that going forward. Watch that front foot. Watch that hallway that he sets to make these throws. Watch how that front foot and that front toe is pointed in terms of that target line. Again, Coach Steve Axman, you can find I've got it right on my shelf, just out of my arm's reach right now. Coaching Quarterback Passive Mechanics by Steve Axman. It is my mechanics Bible. When I was on with RJ, who, by the way, congratulations to RJ and his wife on the birth of their welcoming the new family member on Wednesday. Congratulations to them both. Excited news. When I was on with RJ before this season started, and we came up with the idea of doing this, we talked about mechanics, and I talked about this book. And as Coach Axman coaches it up, step a little bit left of the target line. That's what you want to do. But when you get to be too far left of the target line, you'll feel that in your hip. You'll feel it in the front part of your body as you try to make those throws. And you can miss throws high outside and to the left. And that's a little bit of what we saw creep into Dak's game on Thursday. So there's your Week 12 installment of Dak Watch. Talked about a lot of stuff. Overall, you're in overtime because of Dak. You have that comeback because of Dak. Now, there were some opportunities missed as well, so you try to clean that stuff up going forward, and that's what Cowboys fans will hope that Prescott and the Cowboys do as they get ready for Week 13.